Hello and welcome to the second half of the July Amiami Recap. We're going to be picking up straight from where we left off, and hopefully I can get through the rest of the month. Artifacts J version 2? This is the first time I've seen them redo a character, and it makes sense for Deku. I assume his previous one didn't have him using feet. I love this pose. That is wicked sick. Now, I don't know if the quality is like worth the extra money compared to a lot of his prize figures. However, I think it looks pretty dope. And they also put up pre-orders for Hawks. And man, this is getting very expensive for Artifacts J stuff. Any homies remember when like they were all half this price? He's only 1/8 scale. I get that he's like pretty big, but it's kind of a yikes. I will say the face detail is quite nice, and I really love the hair sculpt. There's a lot going on there. And I'm not the biggest Hawks fan. I don't know, maybe you Hawks enjoyers would love to pay this much for him. Alice. Chinese dress. Did I suddenly get one of these already? Why is this like the only thing Furry does? Why is her base like not under her body? Everything about this is like so smooth and shiny. Something about it is off to me, but the face is fine. I think it's just the outfit and the posing mostly. I don't think it's $200 okay. I think that's just for you jacking up the price. Why do I feel like I've seen this figure before? Like, I'm pretty sure this is her only figure. I don't know why I'm getting deja vu. I like that the hat is removable. I don't know why you would, because it's adorable. I feel like there's quite a lot of nice sculpting, which you primarily only really see from the back. The way her outfit is blowing in the wind and this scarf. And I think they've also done a good job with how she's holding her legs. I think this is something that might just look better in real life. And for Furry, this price isn't so bad. So personally, I really like this. The whole theme and everything is something that I personally enjoy. I like it. This is terrifying. Am I allowed to look at this on YouTube? I really don't like the outfit. Those dead eyes and that huge mouth are just... ugh. I like the hair, I guess. The hair and the ears and the tail are cute. I hate the character design. Hello. Ooh, it's by Wonderful Works as well. I'm surprised that there aren't that many Genshin figures. Considering its popularity, I thought they'd just be pumping like billions out. This one looks fine. Again, I like witches. I like witches' hats. This one is like really, really nicely detailed. I love the gold trim. I love the red inside. This is like the best part of the figure for me. It's so nice. Oh. So yeah, I like it, but there's two things that I wish held up a bit better. The first is this effect part. The coloring is just a bit too like in your face blue. The second is that her legs look plasticky, and I wish that they were done in a way that felt more real, I guess. Overall though, she's cute. She's got a hat. Thumbs up. Yo! Man, he's already pre-orders closed. My favorite part about this is the base. Look at that, like, samurai demon head. Look at his swords. Look at his muscles. Look at this entire arm. His one, like, forearm has more detailing in it than an entire swimsuit figure. Insane. He's great. That must be why pre-orders already closed. I'm surprised this is so cheap. And also this one is also pre-orders closed already. I guess because I'm doing this so late, everything's already like sold out. That's kind of crazy. God, is this another one from last time? She looks like she's cosplaying a goldfish. The hat doesn't seem to fit her head. So yeah, I guess it is what it is. I don't think anything I'm gonna say is going to make someone not buy this if they were going to already. But personally, I wouldn't. Oof. Oh, alright. Is this the main event this month? I don't know why they didn't put out Emilia's pre-orders at the same time as Rem and Rem. Why are they so pretty? I really dig this coat that she's wearing. It's like clear most of the way, and then up the top it's got like this pattern on the inside. It looks dope and really fits the theme. Why do they write Pack on the base? Isn't it Puck? Shouldn't this be Puck? I think I like Emilia's base more than Rem and Rem. However, she seems a bit detached from it, and the posing, especially from this side, seems kind of awkward. It doesn't feel right to me. But from the front, it looks fine. Nevertheless, I still think she's very expensive. Like, these figures in Australia are $1,000 each. To get my perspective on these, in my eyes, these will never ever be worth that price. If you have the cash to splash on these and you like them that much, then go ahead. And I just did a search for like eStream, and I found this Emilia, which was released. This is hella cute. I prefer this one personally. Have you ever seen balloons like this in a figure? I haven't. And even still, this one is expensive anyway, but I digress. I still couldn't ever personally justify it, even if it was like for a character I really liked. Admittedly, yes, I'll keep saying it, these figures are nice. I just don't think they're worth the inflated price. Ooh, I just wanted to point out how cute this Artifacts Star Wars figure is. It says it's a easy assembly kit, so I'm also afraid of what that means. But wow, all of these little fellas. It's so damn cute. I have this John, if you're wondering. 10-second review is she's cute, her eyes are kind of shiny, her base is very big, but I do like her. I don't know if I'd fully recommend her, but if you want a John, there is one. It's definitely an interesting outfit for such a like dynamic looking pose. Her face, I think, kind of lets it down. I feel like a plain old smile could work for some other poses, but for this, I'd like to see like a that's that. I also don't understand the outfit at all. This reminds me of like the Type Moon racing figures or like Racing Miku or something. Like it's that sort of vibes, especially with the chest piece. I guess the one good thing is that this exposed dress part lets you see her legs, which is something I suppose you wouldn't get to see very often if she's always got that long dress. I feel like generally Kurumi always gets nice bases because she has the cool time theme, and I think the second thing is that they always want to keep one-upping every previous Kurumi figure to the point where, you know, it needs to have a cool base, it needs to have a cool pose, it needs to be well put together, or else there's no point doing it. I don't know if it nails all of those aspects, but it's certainly a unique Kurumi. There are so many ecchi figures recently. And totally unrelated about ecchi figures, I made a video about this figure and a bunch of others where I bought stuff over on CD Japan, as that is my shop of choice. If you want to buy anything from any of these Amiami recaps, you can support the channel. Please check out my CD Japan affiliate link in the description. They have pretty good prices, and I get some money from it. But yes, I buy Ilia in that video, but I won't spoil what else I buy. You'll have to watch it to find out. I literally thought I'd seen this figure before, but it's just because all of these Roxy figures look bad. I've gone and had a look at the other ones just to refresh my memory, and this one is definitely the worst of the bunch. It's got the worst pose, it's got the worst coloring. This looks so wrong. Why her hair be doing that when she don't have the cape on? The paintwork here seems super basic. Like, I can't see too many redeeming qualities in this whole thing, aside from maybe the face looking okay. Wow, Furry were doing a regular Miku. That's surprising given how many irregular Mikus they've done. This is so cute. Look at her face. Look at the sparkle in her eyes. Yes. This foot thing looks weird. I can't tell if that's part of like the theme of the base. The rest of the figure does look absolutely gorgeous though. I love it a lot. I just don't really like the price, which is sad. Because if I could get this Miku face on something more affordable, I don't know if I could say no. So I think this is the first Onmyoji figure I've seen that isn't done by NetEase, or at least NetEase distributing it or whatever. If you compare this to the NetEase ones, there is a huge difference in quality. Not that this one looks bad, it just looks off. I think the posing is just too stiff. He kind of looks like he's T-posing. And I think the face also puts me off quite a bit. So yeah, this is strange. At least it's a 1.7 though. I think the other one's usually 1.8. Why do I simp for Nekopara so much? I think GSC with Pop-Up Parade does the Nekopara girls the best, just because they're accurate, they're in their default outfits, and they're cheap. There's been a lot of Artifacts J in this video. Kotobukiya is just pumping them out. I think it'll be interesting to compare this to Alters, which is also 1.7 scale. The price difference is around 4,000 yen. These are quite similar poses. So just flicking back and forth, the first thing that sticks out to me is the quality of the hair. In Kotobukiya's, she just has straight black hair with purple tips. Whereas in the Alter one, she's got this more purpley hair that has extra highlights and a nice smooth gradient. And I think it's little differences in the coloring like that where we're really going to see the Alter one shine a bit more. While I think the Alter one is going to be the better version, I can't deny that this one looks basically nearly as good. I'd say it's just personal preference at that point. I appreciate the effort that has gone into the sculpt. However, Beeful is like a conglomerate of all of the worst figure companies, specifically Phat's Japan. Like, it's so bad that on the MFC about page for them, there's this warning that says the materials the company use are brittle, figures may shatter during the transportation process. There is also a large possibility that the figures will warp and bend after displaying for a period. I know Phat's got a lot of people on the Maid Dragon stuff because they were like the only ones making Maid Dragon figures. So just be careful and don't buy from Beeful. Have I ever seen a 1.9 scale before? He's still 26 centimeters because Tsukasa is massive. I guess that's why. I think this figure's pretty cool. His cape is removable, which makes him look dumb without it, so I don't know why you would. I like the coloring on his hair. I don't know what more there is to say. There's been a lot of Milim figures. I feel like a lot of the time I can see something and be like, yeah, that's Alter. This? I don't know. I feel like the other options are better. Whatever this base thing is supposed to be looks kind of awkward. So yeah, I'm not too sold on it. If I was in the market for a Milim, I'd probably take my money elsewhere. Whew. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that as a whole set. Isn't that lovely? This figure is intense. It says the sculptor is Apex, so I assume they're also manufacturing it. The white, yellow, and brown just go so nicely together. I feel like you can put gold trim on anything to make me like it. Oh, look at the base. Look at all these things. Wow, look at the smoke. Yes. Yes, yes, yes to everything. This is fantastic. I went on my little rant about eStream prices earlier. I feel like this proves you can do the eStream extravagance at half the price. Yes, she's expensive, but I think at this price, I can recommend something like this. I don't have any faults with this at all. This has to be the best figure of the month, surely. Is Shokugeki no Soma still relevant? I thought we were done with this. I don't know if I should be surprised or not that it seems like all of the Hololive Nendoroids sell out, like, immediately. I wonder if they're just really small print runs. This is adorable. I think Pop-Up Parade is doing great things for underrepresented characters. I nearly skipped over this figure because it didn't look like a figure. This is Shoko from Bunny Girl Senpai by eStream, and this is in the same style as the Mai that we saw previously. However, I think the forced perspective here does not look good. It worked fine for Mai because at least there's a train coming out, but when it's just a very boring background like this, I don't think you could justify the base at all. It just doesn't look that good, and I just don't think it's very necessary. Yeah, it's just a bit of a stretch. This Okita has finally gone up for pre-order. It still looks like she's taking off from a runway, spreading her wings. And what the hell is this? Is this stand part of the base? Or is this part of the figure? It's pretty ugly and gets in the way. Like, I don't know why they had to make it that chunky. And there's so much like crazy sculpting going on with this figure that it's annoying that my eye is just drawn to the stand. They completely Photoshop it out in all of these promo pics. Another Mega House scale from the Lucrea line. You can definitely see they're putting more effort into these ones. This base is certainly welcome. The rest of it seems okay. I'm assuming this holds up to Shaman King's art style. I feel like Mega House usually does an okay job with that. I'm warming up to these Lucrea figures. I feel like they're a definite step up. I like to see where they go from here. I feel like I'm always ending videos on like Phat Company Girls Frontline figures for some reason, but this may only be the second time. I enjoy Phat Company's figures. I seem to always enjoy their sculpts, so I'm always happy to see more from them. I like the colors here, they're very striking. Maybe one point of concern is that they're definitely going to be using like rods here to hold up this stuff on the base, which I think is mostly unavoidable. The girl herself looks nice. It seems like they're going to be putting some extra shading to like actually define her body, which is nice. I feel like body tone shading is left out a lot of the time, or not as visible as I'd probably like it to be. I have a good feeling about this. I'm not super duper in love with it like some of the other stuff, but definitely looks like a very respectable figure. And with that, we've come to the end of the July Amiami recap. If you prefer this fortnightly format, let me know. Hope you've enjoyed talking about figures. Remember to use my TD Japan affiliate link. And this has been the Ando Experience, and I'll catch you again in the next one. Bye.